1st of May, and what an absolutely glorious day. Well, I've rocked up at the Syndicate again, only one here. I've had a good walk round, as you've seen. I've picked a swim called Richie's. Never fished this one. It's quite a central swim on the lake. So I've already been round as well and sort of pre-baited the far margin. You can get over there, walk right round there, and I've stuck about 1 kilo of bait in a nice long line. I've got a couple of nice little holes over there, like to fish in. So I'm going to go and get the gear sorted. Be back soon. So I've dispatched 3 rods now to the far margin, all on little stiff hinge rigs. I've got 3 different pop-ups on to see what's going to work. What I'll do now is I'll show you where I've got those rods. But first, I'm going to have a cup of tea. Right, so my left-hand rod is just in front of that green bush there. The middle rod I've positioned just in front of those twigs. You can just see those brown twigs in the water there. It forms like a little cave in there. So that's where I've got the middle rod. It's really clear in there as well. I'm not really tight, not tight in. I'm about a rod length off of that. And then the right hand rod is right down here. Got this fallen sort of willowy tree there, where those few little twigs right at the end there are sticking up. That's where I've got the right hand rod. Again, not too close to them. And I've scattered the bait, a good kilo of bait around each one. So that's where the rods are. I've had my cup of tea. I'm going to sit back now and have a bit of a chill. Well, I've got about half hour's worth of light left, so I thought I'd just quickly check in. Sadly, nothing to report at the moment. After that real bright start this morning, it turned quite cloudy this afternoon and it's gone quite chilly. I've really not even seen a fish show. I've been sat here scanning the water like I do. I must say the coots though are enjoying the bait. Also, I'm going to probably give it a couple of days in this swim. If I haven't had nothing, then I'm going to go and have a look around. I suppose we're going to have some heavy rain coming in the early hours of the morning, but that's going to push through by lunchtime, and then the temperatures are going to rise up, so hopefully we'll get some more. It's been quite windy, get some calmer conditions, so we can get, maybe I can just go around and sort of spot a few fish and try and find them, and then I'll definitely pack up and move on them. So I'm going to give it a couple of days in here. If we haven't had anything, then I'm going to get on the move. But fingers crossed, the next time I see you, I'll be holding up a prize. I'm going to finish my tea. Speak to you later. Well, that heavy rain that they forecast hasn't turned up, and nor have the carp. As you can see behind me, it's really cloudy. There's a really strong cold wind this morning, and actually now we've got a little bit of drizzle in the air. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a reel in, I think, and go and have a wander around again, see if I can spot anything, and then come back, have a think, and maybe change some spots to see if I can get something going. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get the kettle on, have another brew, warm myself up. As I say, this wind is really strong and actually quite chilly. So until then, I'll speak to you later. the rods are back out now. I've made a few changes. The left hand rod, about 3/4 of the way across, the pads are starting to come up. So I've put that one just on the edge of those, and I put a good kilo and a half of bait over that one. The middle rod and the right hand rod, I've pulled off the back wall this time. I was quite close to it. I've come probably about 3-4 lengths off of it. Again, there's a few pads starting to pop up. Again, I put a good scattering of bait around those two. So fingers crossed we're going to have one. The weather's certainly improved. The sky is clearing, the sun's been out. So I'm going to go and get the kettle on, have a quick brew. I'll speak to you soon. Well, it's come up to around about 6 o'clock. I've been up for about an hour and a half washing the water. Everywhere's frosty this morning. It was a really cold night last night. I've not had a touch, not a bleep. I've been in this swim for 2 days, so now I'm on the move. I'll see you when I get to the new swim. Well, I've all settled into my new swim. I've moved over onto Orchard Lake and I'm in a swim called Govs. I've dispatched 3 stiff hinges out to 3 good little spots, put a good spatter and a bait around each one. The house is up, the kettle's on, I'm going to go and have a brew. I'll speak to you soon. Well, good morning. Third night completed, and yet another blank. Been sat out here since 4:45 this morning, and I've not seen a thing. I've not had a touch. It's just not me. There's 5 other anglers on the complex, and no one's had a fish yet. No one's had like me. No one's had a touch. Very strange. Don't know what's going on. I mean, Orchard is pretty much known as like the runs water. So, and I'm not the only one on here either. There's another guy around the corner, and I've been around to see him, and he's not even had anything either. So I'm going to go and get the kettle on, have another brew, carry on washing the water. I'll be back and I'll speak to you soon. Been another fishless afternoon. I've just recast, and as you've seen, I've rebaited three spots. I've been moving the rods around all day and just putting a little bit of bait in each little area, hoping that some of the fish come across there. I've still not even seen anything. But saying that, I've baited one just down. I've got a little channel that runs up here to my left. I put a good couple of kilos some 18s, 15s and some chops. And I've put in a good couple of kilos spread over there, and I've literally just underarmed and flicked the rod out into the centre. Someone told me that's a good little patrol route there, and the fish has just rolled. So fingers crossed, I might have something tonight. I hope so. Well, that's it. I've come to the end of the session. It's been a hard 4 days. I mean, since moving into this swim, I've really worked it. I think I've covered every inch of the swim. Yesterday, I was casting all the rods, moving them about, covering different areas, margins, the far margins, open water. I was trying pop-ups, bottom baits. But hey, we don't make the rules. They do. So I haven't got any fish on film for you this time, but there will be the next time. Thanks for watching. Until next time, be lucky, and I'll speak to you soon.